Well, welcome everybody. Here we go. We are underway with this blanket. This is the color that I picked for today. Beautiful colors, kind of country colors. And we are going to add it into our square. So here is the first color. Here's the second color. And now we're getting ready to add the third color. And whew, this is going to be a journey. This is going to be a journey. Oh my gosh. I I'm just getting home from work and I've got to get this to stay on track. I have to get this color done or I'm going to be off. I'm not going to have a video. It won't be ready. And you can kind of hear it in my voice that I am tired. But that's okay. That is perfectly okay. It'll be over before we know it, right? One day at a time. I have no idea. If I was looking at these colors, I would not have picked this color next. But, you know, it is what it is, and we'll do what we do, right? We always do. We manage. Some way, somehow. This might be this might be the ugliest blanket around, but you know, it was done with love and it will be used. Oh my goodness. Oh. I hope everybody is enjoying this little adventure we are on. And I just thought, hey, let's get this. Let's get this part going. I still will be doing my learn with me. Don't know how they're going to turn out, but we're going to give it a shot. And if they don't turn out, well, we won't do them no more. I only truly have about 2.5 days where I've got to get all of my videos done. This one, for this, I'm going to try and do it every day when I get home from work. But there might be times where I have to do these ahead. I might have to do a few videos ahead just so I can keep the flow going. But this is going this is going to be one colorful blanket, I'll tell you that. It has been so long since I used crochet hook this small. I've got smaller ones. Oh, trust me, I've got smaller ones. I've got the steel crochet hooks that are really, really tiny, where I can actually use sewing thread. But it's like, oh, Russ don't know if he can do that anymore. This is about as low as I want to go. Wow. I just getting up there in my years. People at work all the time, oh, you're not that old. Really? I'm 51 years old, trust me. I'm old. I'm old. I'm grouchy. Leave me alone. Mm, it is. But I really do hope you guys are enjoying uh, this little journey, adventure. I just, I wanted something different. I wanted something fun. And I do, oh, and before I forget, I do want to thank everybody for the comments that you're leaving and your suggestions. What I should do with my Advent minis from the Paul Ply guys. I do have something in mind that I want to start working on, and that will be for my knitters as well. So, because basically my channel's been mostly about crochet. I don't know if I've done any knitting since I started my channel. And I love to knit as much as I love to crochet, but I knit way slower than I can crochet. I don't know what it is, but I knit way slow. And my tension, oh my gosh. I have to go. We were doing oh, my hair. We were doing a sweater in a group at the local yarn shop. And I went there Saturday before the class, started. The class was going to be starting like the following week. So I wanted to get in and, get my hanks of yarn and do my swatch. I typically do not swatch. I don't like swatching. But if I am doing a garment, like a sweater, I will swatch. That that's that's one time I will swap, and I will not um, cut corners when I'm making a sweater. No, because if I'm putting that much time, effort into a sweater, you bet you it's going to be right. Well, anyhow, so here I was. She opened up her shop 10 a.m. Saturday. I sat there until 3. It was 3 or 4 o'clock. I swatched almost all day long, trying to figure out what knitting needle I needed to use for my sweater. Well, we found out the yarn called for a size 7 knitting needle. Russ had to go down to a size 2 to knit, because my when I knit so loose. But that's the importance of swatching, not swapping, swatching. And one of the reasons why I do it for garments, because you just never know. You don't want to cut corners. Not when you're doing. Now, for a blanket, a scarf, a hat, I typically do not swatch. I just take the plunge and go. And if it's too big or too small, you find somebody that it fits. That's what I do. It's like, yep, somebody's getting a present. Oh, I need to get my butt in gear and get some of this Miss Babs yarn that I got caked up. I got it sitting here on my table. I need to get it caked up because I want to make myself something. You know? And I miss knitting. When I use Miss Babs yarn, it's going to be for a knit project. It's not going to be crochet. Miss Babs is going to be my knit yarn. That's for sure. And the Paul Ply Guys yarn, that will also be a knit project. I do have something in mind that I want to do for it, because I have I have 2 advent calendars, 2021 and 2022, of the Paul Ply Guys advent calendars. Beautiful yarn, beautiful. And I'm going to make something. It's going to be a knit project, and I will make something. And I also have a lot of their other yarn besides Advent. I've got full skeins of the Paul Ply Guy's yarn. I just wished he didn't have to stop dyeing yarn. He had some beautiful colors. He was a good yarn dyer. And you never know, as things happen, things change. So, he might be back with some of his yarn. And he also might just do special occasions where he might dye up a bunch of yarn, and it's like, okay, that would be nice too if he'd done that. But him and Ash are nice. If you're nice to me, Russ will be nice to you. That's my motto. Oh, and yep, I cannot go without showing you guys. Everybody just loves my jar. Everybody. I get all kinds of questions about my jar. That jar was a Christmas present years ago. I'm talking years ago. 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. Maybe even longer than that. Actually, I think it might have been, because it seems like it was around 2009, 2010, I think, when I got that jar as a present. Not really sure. But nonetheless, we are almost done. No, we're not. It's just Russ getting ahead of himself. Russ wish he was done. And I am just not liking how that is pulling. I'm probably going to have to take... I'm going to probably have to take this out and redo it, because I do not like it pulling. I'm not happy with it. I mean, once you stretch it out, it's fine, but I like my stuff to flow, not scrunch up until you stretch it out of place. I don't like doing that. And that's what this is doing. So I might have to rip this out and redo it. but it's going to have to wait. I don't through the week. Um, I work third shift, so I work Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, sometimes Thursday night, and I don't I I don't have enough time to rip this out and restitch it, and still keep up with putting a hanka on every day. So I just so if I'm gonna rip it out and redo it, it's gonna have to wait till the weekend, which is gonna be like 5, 6 hanks. So see how it just like, oh, it's kind of hard to see. You guys can't see it as well as I can, but it's bunching up right here. See it right there? How it indents because it's too tight there in the middle. It's my own fault. It's nothing to do with the yarn. It's totally my crochet because I wasn't thinking. So my windshield wiper motor went out on the driver's side, so now I have no windshield wiper on the driver's side. I got to go have that looked at. I have a doctor's appointment in the morning at 7:30, so I work an hour away and I get out at 6. So I'm going to be rushing tomorrow to get from work to the doctor. And if the roads are bad, plus no wiper, I don't know how that's going to work. Oh, my yarn just fell on the floor. It's a good thing the cats are sleeping because they'd have a field day with that little ball of yarn. I wouldn't have I wouldn't have a little ball of yarn left. They would have it. They'd be gone. But it's I like how this square is progressing. It's starting to get big or bigger. So I'm happy about that. Oh my goodness. Lots and lots and lots of pretty colors. There's well, I started out with 160. So that's 160 days. I'm not sure how big this will be at when I have all 160 of them on here. Because this is, it's sock weight yarn, so it's going to take a while for it to get big. And then I have to make another blanket out of sock yarn for a friend who I learned that was moving back. He's been gone for 5 years, and now he's moved. He said he's looking for a house, and when he finds a house, he's gonna buy and move back. Now's not the greatest time to be buying a house, but you know, later on down the road, I guess that's what refinance is for. Russ is getting tired. I've got a headache. Worried about my car because we're supposed to be having some bad weather on Wednesday, I guess, and I got to try and figure out how to get my blower or my windshield wiper motor fixed. So I don't know. As this granny blanket gets bigger, it's going to take one hank just to go up one side as it starts to grow. That's what I love the granny square. I would love to have an old time granny square blanket from back in the 60s and 70s. That would just be awesome. I've got my grandbaby. I made her 2 blankets. I'm still working on my grandson's 10-foot by 10-foot blanket. Holy moly. I don't know if I'm ever going to get that done. He might get it when he goes to college. Give it to him as a graduation present. Oh my goodness. Whew. We are nearing the end. I see the end in sight. Then I can get this uploaded and all the good stuff and have it scheduled for midnight. The roads were pretty bad this morning. There's places where I could only go 30 miles an hour. And it's just, and people right in your bumper and Russ is yawning. Russ is tired. Well, that's going to do it. Because I got to have some yarn left to do the magic knot. Because that's how I'm putting these together. So, get the wrinkle out. There we go. So, here we go. Day 3. There we are. Day 3. And I think the colors are coming pretty good. I think they turned out pretty good. So anyway, there we go. Day 3 is under our belts. And I love you guys. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video. Bye for now.